So I am speaking with.
Bernard Golden from enStratus Networks.
And Bernard, I was just telling you, one of the problems that people have when they come to Ignite is they've got major IT sprawl and that they've got all this sort of network they're building on top of each other to sort of manage all the video. And you're saying that's the old problem. We got a new problem. What is that?
Well, from a cloud computing perspective, it enables people to pull up resources really quickly, create virtual machines, start doing computing, which is a huge benefit, right? The phrase that gets used a lot is agility. What a lot of people think is, oh, well, if I provide agility, all of a sudden things are going to get out of control. It's like I'm handing my kids the key to the car, and how can you trust them? My perspective, our perspective, is that rather than looking on that as like, oh, that's something I got to control, it's better to put in policies and signals to help them guide their own behavior around that. So you do pricing so that the people can make a decision around it, and that way you guide or shape traffic or use without necessarily trying to impose controls or not being aware of it at all, and all of a sudden just going, holy moly, our Amazon bill this month was $40,000. What the hell do we do?
Well, now that's a gentle game you want to play, because like when an opportunity comes by, you want the opportunity to take off. But I mean, when do you know, and is there a way that sort of you can prepare for it and sort of evolve so you don't have a $40K cloud bill?
Well, I mean, you make a good point, which is sometimes a $40K cloud bill would be a fantastic thing because it means you're driving a lot of traffic or you're getting a lot of transactions or whatever it might be. So really what you want is the ability to monitor what's going on around your use and your spend so that you can say, is that a wise use and spend of what we want? Or is that something that people just aren't paying attention to? They start it up and they never turn it off, or they spin up a lot for some particular purpose and then forget to shut it down. So it's really kind of, you want to have policies and monitoring so that you can make good decisions about what you're using.
That's a really good point, because thinking like with video watching, people could press play and walk out of the room, and you could be streaming a 1 hour video and wasting a buttload of bandwidth and costing you a fortune. I mean, I guess knowing if they're actually actively watching would be key.
Yeah, I suppose that would be something you'd want to look at, and also, probably what the content of the video is. You don't want people, spending all their time looking at Gangnam Style, while they're at work or using that up. But it might be that you really want them to be watching information on the new products or getting training or something like that. So,
excellent point. Hey, Bernard, thank you so much for your time.
Hey, thank you so much for asking me to appear on camera.